The one that we're not using right here, you know what I would do if I were you? Right click on it and rename. And what I do with things that I would put X dash, and that will move it to the, that's my terminology. If I want to X a file, I always put X dash next to it. This means this is FYI only. It's not part of it. So if I were you, here's what I did on that file that we're not using. Make sure you're, oops, I don't want to open it. Cancel operation. Okay. So make sure you're on the right file, the one that says R in it. Everybody's there. Just go right click on it, rename, put X next to it. So every time you look at it, hopefully you remember it's not that one as an X. Cool? That's one way. You can delete it if you want to. Too. You in your folder you have a lot of, you can delete a lot of stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna go. Can you guys go with me though to the title block that I'm gonna open here? Now I'm opening the title block that I already extracted. Okay, let's go double click on that one. You open the title block. Everybody's opening the right title block. Continue the operation. Continue anyway. Okay. Are you guys there? Everybody's there? Are you guys there? You open the tile block, the right tile block? Okay, I want to remind you the tile block file is exactly the same, guys, like any other file. The tile block file is the same like any other file, like any CAD file. It has a model space and paper space. So my title block is in the model space. You can design it here. Actually, you can go delete this, move things. Well, they should. Did I? Okay, that's the extract here. The language. Okay, so you can explode this. It's a block. You can click on it here, and you can. I don't want you to do that. You can explode it, and you can move things, lines, make it, design it any way, shape, or form. I don't like to spend too much time in designing a tile block, guys, because it's not worth, all what you're doing is you draw a line like this. You can move it up, down, and make sure that these lines match. The key note about this one, this tile block match at 22 by 34 page. So you're going to, when you measure it, it has to be within 22 by 34. Really, this is the key pointer. Other than that, it's just lines and text. It's the only. So if I'm going to design a tile block for 8.5 by 11, this is not my tile block. 8.5 by 11. Sometimes you can scale it when you print it by fit in page and so forth. But if you want to design one for 8.5 by 11, this is not your tile block. Or 11 by 17, not your tile block. Though you can, when we print, it allows you to scale down. We print to 11 by 17. That's a different story though. That's the title. What I suggest, guys, is not to mess around with this. Not to mess around with this. Now, Phil, if you decided you're going to go get the tile block that you guys use at work and use it here, fine with me. Or what you have to do is just give it the same name. Name it the same name like we did here. What was the name? 2008 ECDM, blah, blah, blah. Give it the same name. Save it on that folder with the same name. It tell you, do you really want to replace that? You say yes, and it populates your new tile block. So does that make sense for all of you guys? So if you have a tile block that you like, you found, whatever, all what you have to do is go rename it, give it the same name, save it in the same folder, and it will say, do you want to replace? Yes, replace. Now you have populated a new tile block. Well, I don't suggest to do that, but you can if you want to. Okay, for the tile block, guys, you're going to do, I don't know how many of you know what a tile block is, right? Kind of, for the most part. The tile block, the most important thing is the tile block is, guys, legal documentation. When you put here, right here, an engineer, let me tell you what what at least we did. Can you see that here? This text here is required for the most part by the state of Minnesota. For this, when you design a project, the hospital has to be for the most part designed by a registered engineer with a stamp, a PE'd engineer. So that lingo, it says, I hereby certify everything I've done by me or under my supervision becomes legal document. If I have to give you guys my registration number, the date, and my name over here and put it on it, I become liable for this product. That's one major part of a tile block. Legal document. You put that here by law, you stamp it, you're done. This is yours. What does that mean? You burn a building after design it, they're going to go after the design engineer and the contractor and so forth. It becomes liable. So that part, leave alone. Okay? If you want to write a name over here, don't write my name. You write your name, the registration number, and date, and all this good stuff. That's fine. Registration number, guys. I always like. I don't know if I have my license with me. I can. Anyone of you have ever seen a PE license? Have you ever seen a PE license? Probably Chris. Anybody else? You see a PE, registered engineer license? I can pass this one, just FYI for you. If I'm carrying it, I don't know if I'm carrying it today. Of course, you don't find things when you want it. Okay, give me 1 second here. Just to give you an idea why the lingo here. Okay, no chat.
Are there different bonding requirements for different disciplines, or is it straight?
Bonding for different disciplines. They have an insurance that they do. I'm just going to pass these two guys. Look at them. This one is really nothing fancy about this piece of paper. One is the master electrician license, and the other one is registered engineer. They can give you a quick view, the registration number. So anyway, the reason why I do that, that's where you're going to put your name as registered engineer right in this area. Okay, cool. We're going to leave this as is. So moving into this, any questions about this section? So here's what I suggest, guys. If you want to put, you can put any text, but if you want to put, what I do, if I want to write something in here, I usually like to right-click on it, paste it. Did it paste? It should paste. Oh, paste it right here. So drag it. You can copy this text and put it at the top and use it. That's one way of there you go. So I copied the name, put it right in here, and if I want to type it, I can type Chad Kurdi. That's the easiest way of doing things. As take the text that's already here. If you don't want to start the text, follow up with the same text. Just I grabbed just the name here, copied it, paste it. Because of my snap, it just dropped it here. I dragged it, put it here, and changed it to Chad Kurdi. Done. You know, if I come right here, the same thing, right click on it. Oops, I think I'm in the middle of function. Right click, paste the same thing. Let's paste with here. I think I'm pasting with somehow with a reference point. If I put this number here, guys, so I can edit it, and I put date is today's date is 09. What is today? 10? 9, 09, 11. Okay, here's the date, right? So here's another date. That's as easy as, I like copy paste, but you can create any text you want. 9/9, the date, and you can copy this one, put down underneath it, and continue with the work. And I want you to be creative, guys. Use different text and all the stuff. I'll leave this up to you. I go right here, click on it, copy. Copy with the paste point. If you want to copy with the paste point, like say from here, and then right click and paste, copy paste. So there you go. You come over here with the paste point and down here. Oops, moved it a little bit. Drag it, and is that number, registration number? One more. Double click on this one and you put 999 or 666 or whatever. Okay, so here's editing. Here's what editing that information is. Any question, guys, about this? Just as easy as copy the text above it and modify it. Again, with the text, guys, you can play and work with any text you want, and as we go through. But really, the easiest thing would be is just to copy the stuff and edit it. Questions about that? Is that hard, Ashley, and especially the ones who have not? The rest of you guys, you have done CAD before, right? So it shouldn't be a big deal. You can change the font, do whatever you want to do. I don't care, as long as you can get me the information. The same thing for the date. This part, guys, here, revision. Anybody knows what the revision is? Every time when we publish the 12 sheets, day one, you give them to all the electrical contractors. They buy them, $100, get all the sheets. Say a week after you publish it, you change sheet number 5. Okay, so what you can do, you can go on sheet number 5, you put revision number 1, the date that you revise it, and the description. What did you revise on it? Just a short description. I revised the outlets in the kitchen. Okay? And what we did when we revised it, guys, we put that cloud. Did you guys use it with Gary? There's a cloud that you put around the things that you revised, and you publish this sheet one more time, Ashley. So now and you send it to every contractor. So every contractor will have sheet number 5, 2 copies. One is the old version, and the second one is the revised one. That's what revision is. We're not going to use revision in our field right now because you guys are publishing it to me, the day one, and at the end of our publishing will be at the end of the quarter when you submit everything. When you print and I redline, I don't call this publish, I could call it redline. But if you want to practice there, all what you have to do is just put one, the date and description, adding GFCI and outside of the house, or GFCI addition, or some description. Any question, guys, about this style block? The description of it? Text, you can grab any one of these texts, guys, and copy it and modify it. Okay. Why do I have... Did I copy them? I think I copied a few of them here. All right, that's what happened. Okay. Okay. Any question, guys? Any question about that? I think I was copying more things. Any question about the description? Let's go down to the date. What I want you guys to do, I have text for you right here. You can change that text. The project is, the name is already given for you. The date of start of the project, you're gonna date. So the name of the project is ECDM22. Double click on the start date of the project. We started in 07, right? 07, and the year is not 09, obviously. What's the year? 11, right? 09, 07, 11. And drawn by, not by me, by you and your partner. You can type you and your partner here. And checked by Gary Ryman, checked by Chad Curdy. Checked by Chad Curdy. And drawn by Phil. Okay. Phil, did I spell your last name? Your name good? Okay, so it's going to be drawn by you and your partner, checked by me. If you want to put, a lot of people put initials here, guys. If you don't want to write the whole name, you can put your initials and your partner's name. If you want to put my initials instead of Chad Curdy here, here's my initials, CSK. How about that? Let's do checked by CSK, drawn by you and your partner. Is that cool? Are you guys with me on that one? Okay, what did I do here? All right, so any question about this box, guys? The project and all this stuff, everybody knows how to modify them. Feel free to change the text or do whatever you want to do with it. That doesn't bother me. See the E1 here, guys? The E1, the sheet. There are two, before I get to the sheets, there are two things. I'll say we got that one right here. The title block, guys, will have everything on it except two things. Two things will not be on the title block. Number one is the sheet number, which is E1. That shouldn't be on the title block. It should be directly on the sheets that we designed. So what I'm going to do then, instead of having E1 here, this E1 should not be here. So I'm going to go there and delete it. Delete the E1. E1, E2, E3, E4, 5, 6 through 12, we don't write them here. Why? Because if you extract E1, guess what's going to happen to all your sheets? You're going to show what? E1, 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 E1. So we don't do that. We do it on the sheets themselves. So let's delete that. The second thing, guys, is the description of the sheet description. So the sheet description for the power will be upper level power. So you're going to type here, upper level power. How do you do that? Take this, copy it, put it here, edit it, text, upper level power. But we don't do this here though. Everybody knows that? The sheet description. and the sheet name are not done on the title block. We always do them in the drawing itself, the files that we were just working in. Any questions about these? Any question? Can I drill that one deep into you guys to get it? You guys have my license? Anybody want to adopt it here? See, it's not a big deal. The only thing I like about yeah, my address here. I don't think I have my address. But it becomes a liable deal when you have the registration. Okay. Okay, before I forget, any question guys about the title sheet? Title sheets are going to be inside the 5 files that we did. Any question about the title sheet and the title name? Any question about the title sheet, the title name? Everybody knows where they're going to be. Only these 2 things are going. We're not going to do them here. We're going to do them right into the files. Okay, so we're done with that. Done with that, right? And here's the license that we have to do here. What I want you guys to do here, with the tab, if you put your company's name and address and the logo, put where the top the logo. Here's what I've done for logo. You can write here where it says at the top the logo, so that will be okay. There you go. Double click on that. Logo. You put your logo here. Okay, here you go. Way at the top, put your logo. All right, and here, your company's name. Company name. Okay, I'm using this particular text, but you can use anything. Company name. Using single text line. Okay, that's your company name. Cool. Create a company. Everybody has going to have a company. Chad Curdy Engineering Firm, electrical contractor, whatever you guys are going to call yourselves. And here, these 2 guys, I'm going to copy these 2 at the top. The linguist for them. Right click, copy. Copy with the paste point. Start the paste point here. Right click, paste. Paste it. Okay, I'll let you do it here. Okay, and I'm going to paste it again to get my lingo. I'm just trying to get the text, guys, and then you can do them. So, architect. Architect here. Did I spell it right? I have an excuse you guys don't have. 1. Architects. And this is electrical contractor. Did I spell it wrong? Contractor. I knew it's going to be ARCH. Architect. What's wrong? IE. ICT, right at the end. What's wrong? The E is wrong here. I. That doesn't sound right, guys. We have a spelling here. There you go. Good. Done. We have a spelling. Okay, so the architect's guys name and address put here, electrical contractor's name, and that's just develop these. You can use this text that I have like I did, copy and paste, or create your own text. Any question about these? Company's name. I want you guys to put your company's name. You can modify these and have. So what I would like you guys to have is a company name, an address. Architect's name and address, and contractor as an electrical contractor's name and address on these. Cool? Your company is the engineering firm. You guys are engineers, engineering firm. Electrical contractor's firm name and address, and the architect's name and address. Cool. Modify it. Questions about this? The last thing is the logo. The logo, my friends, I want you guys to bring a logo. Let me tell you a little bit thing about the logo. The logos is could be any picture that you want. One thing, Phil, you have to understand, and all of you guys, about the logo. If you want to have a logo, make sure you save the JPEG file. If it's a picture or any type, make sure you save it in your team folder. Do you guys understand me? If you get a logo for your C drive, we grab a nice picture and you save it to your C drive, and you extract it from your C drive, your partner will not be able to see it. Did you guys hear me? Everybody hear that one? Because that's mistake number one. All students used to do it. So please, when you find a JPEG that you want to put there, or the graph or whatever, first save it in your team folder under extract, then extract it from there, and that's how you do it. If you guys go here, insert, I'm going to go insert logo, insert, and attach. I'm going to go attach. You can attach anything. So I'm going to go attach. I'm going to say all files here to see what I have. All files. I'm going to go to my desktop. You guys, I'm going to check for one nice drawing thing to put there. I hope I didn't show you too much more stuff that you need to know, guys, here. Okay, here's Chad. Here's my logo, JPEG, right? Here's Chad here. I'm going to grab it. Yep, drag it. And from here, okay, I can adjust it, I guess. And here's Chad as a logo, and drag it from here and dump it right in there. And then you can adjust it. So here's your logo. Well, one logo. So any JPEG that you can find, anything, again, insert, but make sure you put all files so you can see a JPEG. Yeah, you can insert a lot of files, guys. And then you can put it right there as your logo.
And you did insert import?
I hit insert. I did insert attach.
Okay.
Did you import? I don't know. I didn't try import. Did you try import?
I tried it at one point and I'm not sure.
Did you? I didn't try. I guess probably works. I use attach, but it.
Yeah, attach is nice because then it's on some layer and then
Yeah.
you've got multiple, you know.
Yeah. But whatever you do when you attach it or you import it, whatever you do, make sure that JPEG sitting where? On the network under extract files. Otherwise, you will not be able to see it, but your partner will. Did you guys hear me? I can't believe, because that has been an issue. Or I can't see it. I can't see it. When I look at your team folders, I can't see yours. So make sure you save it as a JPEG file, or you can extract CAD file, actually put it there. You can extract a lot of stuff. Most of the people, guys, have done a JPEG file, a nice logo as a JPEG file, and you drag and drop it there. Now, Phil, my friend, halfway through, you decided, I hate that logo. Guess what? You go back and change it anytime. You guys throw something right here and say halfway through, see what? It sucks. If you don't like the way it is, so go delete it, insert a new one, and when the nice thing, guys, is going to be updating all this stuff. All this information will be updated. Okay, any question, guys, about the title block? Everybody knows what needs to be in the title block. Electrical engineering firm and address, architect's firm and address, contractor firm and address, logo for you, and the rest of the information almost the same, stays the same. You change the project here. The only two things that will not be on this title block is the sheet title as well as the sheet number, because these are specific for every sheet. Okay? And you can, if you decided to type, guys, you can go here, home, text, and type anything you want there, and size and whatever. So you can type different colors. See, I typed over here. Did you guys see what I did? I just went home, text, and grabbed this line and typed in, change it, size it, and all this stuff. And delete that. Okay, now you guys will come and work on this one, but before I leave this, I want you guys to save what you have did and exit out of that, okay? You're going to be working on it today and adjusting it. If you're not done, just do me a favor. Let's save it now, and you can come back and work on it and exit. Saved it, though. Make sure you saved it. Any question, guys, about that? Any question? So hopefully by the end, Today I'm going to let you guys work. When you come there, you can edit all this information, add an address, come up with something nice, and set it up there. Ashley, you decided to change it next week. Wouldn't hurt my feeling. It would be really nice if you guys start setting him up that information. Okay, minimize this. I'm going to go now. Now I edited my tab block. I'm going to go to the background. One background and show you how to edit the background. Any question, guys, about editing the tab block? I didn't talk too much about the text. There's so much stuff about the text. The ones who took CAD, you guys can find a lot of text, and I'm not an expert in text. Students that came up with really nice text that they can use. I gave you a generic text in this message, but I'm going to let you let your creativity come with different texts and so forth as to when you write your stuff. So I don't limit to a certain text. I gave you generic text, as you can see, but please, the limit is the sky. And what text to use? Is it bolded, not bolded? Use your imagination. Questions about that? Okay, I'm going to go open one background and edit something in it just to show you. Then when I go, I have to go to my name here. Where you go? Oladipo. When I go ask my Oladipo, my friend Oladipo, when I go ask him to go to the site plan and add a pump in the site plan itself, you know how to do it. You don't go to the files that we did. You're going to go directly into the XREF file. I can't, you're not going to hear Chad talking a lot. I'm talking a lot about this because I want to drill in your brain, guys. As we move on, you don't hear me talking much about it. Okay, let's pick the upper level, will you? Upper level. Everybody's at the upper level. Double click on it, so we're going to open it. Now we are in the architectural stuff. Upper level, when you guys open the upper level, you're going to see, ignore, and you're going to see this stuff here. Okay? Don't worry about, always in the model space. Always, 99% of the time, guys, when you are, if I can have attention, 99% of the time, when you are working on the XREF files, the files that has been XREF, these are files that has been XREF. 99.9 of the time, when you're working there, you're working in the model space. 99% of the time. Okay, so here's the nice thing about this. Now I can pick a window. I can see how I can pick everything I want. So if I don't like this bathroom, or this tub or this sink, for whatever reason, I want to move the sink, I can go drag the sink and move it this way. Can you see? Now Zach, I'm acting as an architect. That's not what they pay us for to do, but I want you to know how to go there at least and do it. Okay? Everybody's there, guys? Everybody's there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be asking you guys later on, suppose let's see where the bathroom. Suppose I want you to go install, I'm not going to ask you, but suppose I want you to go install something in the bathroom. I want this thing to be a dishwasher. I grab like a graph. Remember that graph rectangle? I drag and put it here. And I want you just to put something that will be a dishwasher in the bathroom. Don't ask me why. So I want you guys to go put a dishwasher in the bathroom. So you go to the bathroom, you put a rectangle like this dishwasher, and you put, grab the text, single text right in here. And where are we here? And we're going to say dishwasher. Dishwasher, is that good text? I don't know, but that's good enough for me. Where are we here? Why did I? You can do the text. You can, text is, okay, so I'm going to grab, what did I do here? Double click on it. Okay. Dishwasher. Outlet. Escape. Why did it move it on me? I don't know why it's, did I use the wrong deck 6 here? What am I doing here? Insert blocked as a text. Anyway, so we can rotate this one, guys, as you can modify and rotate. Where's my rotate if you want? Copy, where's rotate? Rotate. You can rotate the text as you know. Rotate from here. Oh, great, here you go. You can rotate your text. You can do all these skills that you guys done with when you did your CAD stuff and you draft. Here's my dishwasher. Text, I think you can change the text by highlighting it here and see what text file you have. Oops, what am I doing here? You can put a lead, okay. Not allowing me to. Okay, so anyway, so you can, the limit that we're going to be doing right here, guys, is basically going to draw something, a box like this, and with a dishwasher in it, or a dryer or something, okay? That's a limit that we're going to be doing in here. Okay. Okay, add dictionary, more suggestions. Look at that. You can do the insert setting editor, text height. Can adjust colors, heights, and all this good stuff. Why am I can't? Multi-text, okay. Anyway, any question guys about adding a box, putting something in a box, and adding it in the site? The second thing I might ask you guys to do in the site is to go, for example, to a door, and go see right now. This is sitting at a layer that says house. I might ask you to go and change it from this layer to a different layer, whatever layer that would be. Change it from a layer to another as we print. But that's basically really the limitation of what we're going to be doing in the site. We're not going to be making rooms and doors and all this good stuff. But I want you to be able to go there and add something, especially in the lower level, guys. I tell you right now, in the lower level, I want you to add a dryer, 2 dryers there, a box with a DW unit, done. Save it. When you save it, Ashley, right now, and you get out of that, it will be loaded in every sheet that we set, the E1 through E12, the ones that were referenced to it. Cool? Any question, guys? Any questions? Am I right to assume that all of you guys know now the Xref files, how to open them and work on them? I know you can wondering about the text and all this stuff. We'll get into the bottom of all these details. But we know how to open them, add things to them, a little text on it and so forth. Close them, they will be loaded. Title block, background, as well as the sheets. Done with the setting.
No need to save this.
No, you don't need to save this exercise. So what I would do here, I had to say, do you want to save this one? Make sure we're talking about the same thing. No. And you did not save what we have just did, if you've done something. Any question, my friends? Now, if I, the same thing, guys, I'm not going to open it, but if I ask you to go work in the site plan, architectural part of the site plan, you go into the architectural part of the site plan. I can't emphasize. You are going to be digging here, guys, only probably 1% of the time. 90% of the time, Ashley, my friend, you're going to be right here. 90% of the time, you're going to be right where this setup stuff is located. Any question for Chad? Is that enough to get you guys up and running with the CAD? Especially Ashley and Zach, you guys, you're good? Up and running. So what I would expect you guys to do, I'm not going to lecture other stuff. What I'm hopefully expect you to do is go today into your tab lock and edit your tab lock, put a symbol on it, and look and go open the stuff that we did and familiarize yourself with the layout of the building and so forth. And that's basically it until next week in terms of laying out. We start laying out other stuff in it. Is that helpful, guys? The setup, was that helpful? A little bit. I know there's a lot of questions about text and about SIs. It's coming as we go through, so don't sweat it too hard. Okay, thank you, guys. Oh yeah, I think